There is now a new Streetfighter V2 and Panigale V2, and they make 30 brake horsepower less than the old one. Now, have Ducati lost their minds? Well, actually, no. What they've done actually makes a lot of sense, because the Panigale doesn't just replace the old Panigale V2, it actually replaces the Super Sport. And what they've done is they've made it more relaxed, the clip-ons are a little bit higher, the peg position's been moved around, and of course it does make less power. 118 brake horsepower, that's down from 148 from the old Super Quattro, but torque isn't actually that different. It's now 69 pound-foot of torque, down from 77, and also it makes 70% of the peak torque figure about 3,000 RPM. So that's a lot lower than before, so the whole point is it should be more usable on the road. You've got the torque when you want it, and when you do really open it up, you're not going to be about to lose your license within a few seconds. Other thing is, the new V2 engine is a lot lighter than before. There's about 9 kilos off of the old one. That contributes to a 17 kilo weight reduction overall. And actually, the new Panigale V2S managed to go around Vallelunga only 2/10 slower than the old one. So basically, if you're like an average rider, like me, a very average driver, you're probably not going to notice the difference. Now, why is the Super Quattro gone? Now, obviously, they did want to make a more usable bike, but part of that reason why that engine's no longer here is Euro 5 Plus. It simply would have been too difficult to make that engine compliant, so it's gone. But we have this new engine, which is a lot less powerful than before, but still quite powerful, torquier, more usable, and it kind of puts this bike into the realms of the MT-09 SP, albeit it's a bit more expensive than that, while the other one now looks like quite a good rival for the new Yamaha R9, if we're sticking with Yamaha comparisons. In terms of suspension, it's going to sound very familiar compared to the old model, because on the S of both models we have Öhlins front and rear, whereas on the other one we have a Marzocchi fork out the front and a Kayaba rear shock. In terms of braking, that's the same whichever one you get. It's the Brembo M50, and as you might have noticed, at the back we have the hollow. Doesn't feel hollow, but you have the hollow, symmetrical, double-sided swing arm from the Panigale V4. Yes, there's no longer a single-sided swing arm, and I know the internet is going to be really angry about that, but Ducati insists that this is the way forward.
In terms of electronics, everything is looking pretty similar to before, with a whole suite of technical goodies working from a 6-axis IMU. You get cornering ABS, lean-sensitive traction control, wheelie control, launch control, a pit lane speed limiter, and engine braking control. You can fiddle with all of these with a new pedal joystick and a 5-inch colour TFT. The Streetfighter features some subtle styling changes relative to the outgoing model, most notably on the headlight unit, while the Panigale is more obviously different, looking very much like the 2024 Panigale V4, albeit without winglets on the fairing.
Now, along with the reduction in power, we also have a reduction in price. So Ducati aren't making you pay the same for less, effectively, because obviously less power, less weight, less money. The starting price for this Streetfighter V2 is $13,995. If you want the bougie S version, that'll be $15,995. Panigale is $1,000 more basically for each version, so $14,995 for the base model, $16,995 for the Öhlins equipped S. As far as Ducatis go, quite a good value, and it does put the Panigale V2 around about where the old Super Sport was. So what do you think about Ducati's new lower powered but lighter Panigale and Streetfighter V2 models? Do you think Ducati has lost the plot? Do you think they're onto something? Are you now more attracted to this bike now it's less powerful, or are you put off by it now it's less powerful? Do let us know in the comments, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, do those things.